All right, guys. Recently, our ex-roommate's mom came over. We've never met her before. She came over, knocked on the front door. I went out there and talked to her, and she said that her daughter, that's our ex-roommate, her daughter, was arrested. But she didn't tell us what she was arrested for. And so we had to look it up and find out what she was arrested for. She was arrested for 2 counts of selling blue ice and 2 counts of blue ice possession.
What?
But there's a twist to the story. The daughter is claiming that she was framed. Like that she did not do the whole blue ice stuff. That she was framed by the same woman who scammed us out of $19,000.
Hi. Do you know?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me? You remember my daughter?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know number?
The number we have for, I thought it works. We do this number though.
Okay. Can you send it to my phone?
Okay.
My number's 727.
Give me a second. Okay, at this point, I didn't know what was going on, but she asked, like, do you know the lady who scammed you? Like, yeah, definitely know her. And then, do you know my daughter? Know both. Anytime someone comes knocking on our door asking about, let's give her a name. We're gonna call her. Okay, let's call the lady who scammed us Martha so we can shorten it. But yeah, anytime someone comes to our house asking for Martha, we know, oh, this is not good news. Either she's got some more charges or she's scammed someone that hasn't got charges. It's just never good news.
Right.
People come knocking
served
all the time asking for it. Yeah, usually it's like the process servers or it's the sheriff's department or the police department. This was the first time it was just like a regular person.
A regular person.
So I was like, oh no, this can't be good. But at this point, we didn't know what was going on.
You know what is that?
Last we knew, she was on the run and went to St. Louis, Missouri.
Really?
She deactivated her Facebook and off the radar. Yeah, she has a bunch of charges, like felony charges and stuff. She skipped her court date here. Got out of town.
Do you think she was using my daughter's name? You remember my daughter?
Oh yeah, definitely. She's like fat tattoo. Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My daughter's stuck in Colorado in jail
Okay.
for being it's called, what's the name of that thing? It's called fugitive of justice.
Okay.
And my daughter didn't do anything. She remember all the charges she had here? She got them all resolved.
Okay.
They cut her tail, and she was doing really well. Well, she thinks, according to this letter, she thinks that used her name. But can they do that? I thought they would have checked.
So the daughter, who is Amber is the daughter's name, and she's in the cookbook Lex wrote.
Yeah.
It's the what? The Rice Krispie treat recipe.
Yeah. It's the Cheerio Rice Krispie treat recipe towards the end of the book.
Yes, all the recipes in the book, the people, they are real people with just
pseudonyms.
With pseudonyms, yeah. She changed the name, but they're all real people. So this is this is Amber.
Yeah,
Amber's mom coming back
Yeah.
into the scene. But Amber wrote her mom a letter from prison saying that she didn't do it. She was framed by Martha.
Right. Now, the crazy thing is, we don't, like Martha, the last time we talked to her was September 2020. And the last time we heard from her at all was December 2020 when she tried to evict us by perjuring some court documents and trying to like basically get us out of the house real quick. But then she went on the run right after that.
Well, I mean, she falsified the documents.
She falsified the documents.
Perjured herself.
Okay, so yeah. And she went on the run right after that. So we haven't heard from her at all since December 2020. And so we follow like her court stuff across the country because she's on the run. She deleted her Facebook. Like she's MIA and there's all these people trying to sue her and hunt her down, and she's got pending felonies. So, and she skipped her court date. So she's literally got warrants out right now. And so she was trying to change her name this past summer in St. Louis.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, Martha has a history of fraud, right? Like she tried to sell a house, falsified it. She created a fake ID, falsified title, all that to try and sell a house.
Because Martha can print her own name.
When Amber's mom asked me, like, do you think Martha could use my daughter's name and do something? I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, she's done it before, she could do it. But I didn't know the charges at the time. She didn't tell me the charges.
She didn't.
So we found out by looking at the public records, and now we know the charges are 2 counts of possession and 2 counts of distributing blue ice.
Walter White.
That's a hard one to like use someone else's identity to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, they probably kind of caught you doing that. But the weird thing is these charges are from a year ago. Not the charges, but when I looked at the
original arrest, right?
The original arrest or whatever is from a year ago. And I don't know if it was arrest or whatever. The documents are from a year ago, but they're just now arresting her. But she's been here, or has she been on the run for that long?
Maybe. I don't know. Because, I mean, also the courts were slow.
And, like, they had Amber's picture, like her mugshot in the documents.
In the documents.
And
it's
everything.
public documents.
So it's like, I don't know how you could fake selling blue ice under someone else's name. You know what I mean? You would have to have a whole body get up to look exactly like them. And these people do not look alike. Like, Amber and Martha do not look alike.
No.
Amber has a very distinct big bat tattoo on her chest. Like, you can't mistake it.
Right.
So it's like, if I would have known the charges, I'd be like, no, Martha probably didn't. You know, your daughter probably did it. Because when Amber lived with us, she had sores all over her body.
She did.
She lived with us in, like, March of 2020.
Yeah.
And these charges started in October of 2020.
And it was funny because when we very first moved in, like, she already lived here. And when we very first moved in, if you guys remember in the tour, the room that has the pups, like this futon, this is where she slept. And our bedroom is right there. Like, it's very close quarters. And I remember she was super nice, but I was like, Brad, she has to go. Like, Brad, we got to get her out of here. Like, something in my gut was just like, something isn't right. Like, we can't do this with her. Like, we cannot. Like,
well, her prior felonies were drug-related. I forget the exact drug, but probably blue ice. And then she escaped the halfway house. And this was all in Colorado, and then she moved down here when she got that all cleared up.
And it was something else, too, though.
But, when you have... Yeah, that as well.
Remember that? Something like that.
But, like, you have previous drug charges, and you're popping up with sores all over your body.
True. It's
like,
But we didn't really know.
She's probably using.
We learned as we lived with her, I guess. Like, she was very friendly and very nice and shared her whole story and stuff.
Yeah, she was super sweet.
But, yeah, she really liked my baking.
And then Martha, to the best of my knowledge, has not been into illicit substances.
No.
Like,
Martha
she's a con woman, but I mean, she's always like looking over her shoulder. Like, I couldn't picture her getting into that. But you also can set people up.
You can.
You know, like you watch videos on Soft White Underbelly and they talk about how they set people up and, you know, they'll plant substances here or there and set people up.
And I went to go check my... What were we going to say?
No.
I went to check my Facebook because I had a message thread with Amber after she moved out because she had been messaging that she moved in with Martha to a new place and then her and Martha fell out. And anyway, Facebook deletes all the messages now, so I can't see them.
When someone deactivates it.
Yeah, when somebody deactivates it or something, it just says message unavailable, which is so weird. You used to be able to see it and then you just couldn't see their profile. But the last time I talked to Amber, she was talking about Martha and her had fallen out and like they were like at odds.
Yeah, so it's weird. I mean, it's easy to blame someone else, but then also, who knows? Stranger things have happened. Maybe she was set up or defrauded or whatever. I don't know. But
but then how do you end up in Colorado?
Right, as a fugitive of justice.
Right.
Like you knew about. If you were really set up, you probably wouldn't have ran to all the way to Colorado from Tampa.
Right.
If you're really set up, why run?
Isn't that the crazy thing though? Both Martha and Amber are on the run, except for different reasons.
Except Amber got caught.
Except Amber got caught.
She was arrested in Colorado and then sent back to Tampa. But yeah, just given Amber's history, I don't know if I really buy her. Right. I was set up by Martha. I personally don't buy it. She had the sores all over her body and has a history of drug use. And
like based on the court paperwork, it's like you can't. It's like she was caught red-handed, seemingly.
Yeah, I guess more evidence will come out as the court proceedings continue. But I feel bad for telling the mom that. Oh yeah, that's definitely something Martha would have done. Right. Because I didn't know. She didn't tell me the charges. But yeah, never a dull day in the trailer park. I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like I don't know.